as we grow older, society begins to influence us to no longer breathe in our instinctual, natural way. Welcome to baby breathing, or what more scientifically is called diaphragmatic breath practice. This is where we lose the as we grow older, stress, and society begin to dictate. As we grow older, stress, society, and other outside influences begin to influence how we breathe. We start to breathe up into the upper chest and high lungs, rather than our natural state of breathing, something I like to call baby breathing, more scientifically referred to as the diaphragmatic breath. Welcome to your practice today. We're working with this deep belly breathing, helping to move past and through any stress, anxiety, or worry we may have so that we can tap more peacefully into our lives and our goals. My name is Cam Nagashima, breathwork facilitator, yoga instructor, and somatics practitioner, supporting you in your journey to peace of mind, grounded path to walk upon in a way that's aligned and empowered. If you're receiving any benefits from this work or any of these videos that I've posted so far, like, subscribe, share, please share, spread this knowledge, spread this work to those you love so that they can walk the same, upright humans. Getting into our work today, the diaphragmatic breath is once again where we no longer constrict the core, pull the belly in, try to look like a magazine Vogue model, but really start to soften here into the belly and allow the expanse, just like a baby would breathe, where the belly actually expands outward. And this would be what I consider proper breathing. As we move through this practice, you might find it quite challenging, especially if you haven't breathed in this way in some time. Some of the benefits are, I'll get to that. This breath practice will help you to expand your vagal tone, soften your nervous system, and come into a more regulated state of being, so you can choose not from your reptilian amygdala brain of this or that, left or right, blue or red, yes or no, but really start to see the options, ultimately inviting creativity. As we breathe deep down into the pelvic bowl, we ignite more energetics from the base of the spine upward. By doing so, we increase this range of possibility with self, with how we interact with the world around us, and ultimately, again, as my intention for you, step more aligned and empowered into the life we desire. This breath practice can be a great tool, especially if you're feeling really constricted in the chest or tight and rounded in the upper body. As we breathe this way, we start to notice this realignment of posture. And we also increase the oxygen and begin to slow the rhythm. We're going to be breathing for about 4 seconds in, roughly 6 seconds out. I'll count a number of rounds, but then we'll just practice. The idea that we notice when we shift back to our trained way of breathing, again, maybe in the upper chest or just into the lungs. Another thing about breathing this way, when we allow the actual contraction of the diaphragm to move downward, the organs begin to be softly pressed. This is helping to support your digestive system. While doing so, the lungs have this greater capacity to fill. By doing that, the heart actually gets squeezed, helping to cultivate some more heart health. So there's plenty of benefits. I'll list some below in the description, and I can't wait to practice this with you and for you to really tap in and maybe utilize this breath regularly throughout your day. So to begin, you can do this seated or lying down. Hindrance of lying down is you might fall asleep, but once again, find whatever really works for you. Doing so seated, I really like to support my sits bones so that my hips are a little higher than the knees. If you prefer to be on your shins, please engage in this way and support with a block or your bolster or pillow. As we find this lift, then the actual abdominal and low back system can soften, helping to make easefulness here in your breath pattern. A great quote here. And by breathing this way, we're not trying to breathe bigger, but truly tap in and allow the breath to breathe you in an honest way, helping to regulate us back to a place from which we came prior to how we've overridden that system or that process through the influences of the external world. Again, stress, anxiousness developed through how we think about others perceiving us, our scratch that one. When we breathe in this way, we aren't just breathing bigger into the belly. We're not trying to push the belly out, but we're trying to truly breathe with a sense of honesty. By softening here in the low half of the torso, we allow the expanse to occur, thus cultivating the regulation to the system prior to how we've developed the overrides, the constrictions, and the upper chest breathing, which ultimately cultivates emotional states that are generally less than desirable. So to get started, find your comfortable seat or lie down, and we'll just start to move awareness inward. I'm going to set a timer. This will be roughly about 3 minutes of practice today. As you find your seat, allow the eyes to soften, maybe to close. I like to invite both hands to my belly space or even the sides, as this breath is also known as the 360 breath. You might have one hand on heart and one hand on belly to really notice where your breath is traveling. And just notice what's occurring here. Your natural rhythm, is it upper chest, upper torso, full torso, or just bottom torso? Find a full breath in through your nose with whatever is present for you, and HA, let it go. Soften the low half of the torso and see if you can allow the belly to expand as you breathe in. And soft breaths out. Practicing here a few rounds, noticing the ease or challenge. On your next exhale, exit all the air from your lungs, from your body. find the 4-second inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Soft breath out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Belly in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Continuing without the count. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. In. Really feeling what 4 seconds of belly breathing feels like. HA exhale. Really feeling what 6 seconds of exhale feels like. In. Out. In. Out. Continuing on your own, finding your diaphragmatic breath, your soft extended exhales, and as you do so, notice if you're holding tension as you draw the breath in, and maybe in the shoulders or the face, maybe your chest is still kind of constricted. As you find each exhale, see if you can soften these spaces of the body. This isn't about forcing something to occur, but once again, breathing honestly in an allowance as we develop the practice over time. Practice is not perfection. It's something we show up to again and again to then integrate into our lives. One last round. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe noticing everything that's alive and present for you. Maybe your posture has moved to a more upright space. Maybe your emotional state has regulated down from a sympathetic positioning, and maybe you didn't even notice anything, but that you're a little bit wider in the body, taking up a little bit more space energetically. Invitation as you're ready to blink the eyes open. If this was kind of challenging for you, or you possibly got a little lightheaded, I would stick with the 3 minutes, and I would definitely not do this while operating any machinery. I find this breath really potent when maybe I'm caught off in traffic or something, when I get heightened and maybe frustration or anger arises. So just find that big belly breath in, the soft, slow exhale, and almost instantly I'm back to self rather than back to a projected way of judging others. As we continue to breathe in these ways, I would love to hear you. So feel free to comment and let me know how this breath is shifting you in your life. Until next time, like and subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll see you in a future video. Blessings, aloha, namaste.